This is the story of Kay's Place, a little blue prefab house in the woods of Lee County, my home. Kay's Place was built 2 years ago by my brother Eric's mother-in-law, Kay Grosby Gann, with help from both him and his wife, as well as her parents who lived just across the way. Kay had been living with her daughter and my brother when she decided she wanted to build her own dream home on their family's land. Every part of the house was designed by her. Counters, drawers, door design, painting, even the height of door frames is tailor-made just for her. It stands between a small creek and the family lake, across the long driveway of her parents' house, and down at the end of the driveway lives her daughter and son-in-law. It was a perfect setup, until tragedy struck. On January 6, 2022, Kay Crosby Gann suffered a brain aneurysm and passed away. Less than 4 weeks before Kay's passing, her own grandmother had passed away at the age of 100. The suddenness of these two deaths shocked the whole family. While Kay had issues in the past, she had been perfectly healthy at the time. What had been an idyllic, rustic symbol of family unity became a stark reminder of what had been lost. It was only a few months later that my own involvement with Kay's Place began. I served in the United States Marine Corps from 2017 to 2021. And it was while home on leave that I first met Kay. I was visiting my brother and his wife for some late-night drinking and catching up when Kay came home from work at Region 3 to join us. Despite being a woman in her early 50s, she matched me and my brother drink for drink, smoking her Virginia Slims and telling raunchy stories. I could tell where my sister-in-law got her sass from. Kay was incredibly smart, with a bachelor's degree from Ole Miss and a master's degree in psychology from Capella University. If I hadn't been deployed at the time of the building, I most certainly would have had a hand in building Kay's Place, but my part came later. I had been home and out of the Marines for less than 3 months when Kay passed away. Despite previous experience with losing friends so abruptly and without warning, it was devastating. In March of that year, my sister-in-law contacted me and told me she knew I couldn't live with my parents for very long without going crazy, and invited me to move into Kay's Place. I was reluctant at first. My own psyche was still adjusting to not having to wake up at 05:30 every morning, and I knew everything in the house would remind me of Kay. She explained that the whole family decided it would be a shame for the house to sit empty, and if anyone should live in it, it should be family. Suffice to say, I was incredibly honored by the chance to not just live on my own, but to be the arbiter of my friend's legacy. Since moving in, I've adjusted much better to civilian life, if not all the way. I adopted 2 senior cats from the Humane Society, Twitchy and Baby Bell. You might see them in some of the pictures here. I will have lived here a year in March, and I have loved every second of it. Every day I feel that I am helping to preserve the legacy of someone I love while allowing them to give back to the people they love. I am a history major, and history has always been my passion. To honor and preserve the legacy of the past is my calling in life. Since moving here, I felt a peace that only comes when you know you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Thank you, Kay. We all miss you very much. As a final treat, here's what it's like to be in Kay's Place when it rains. Definitely one of the best parts of living here. And thank you